This is important. It's no helping it.
Hope the
We're
goblins aren't
exposed
smart enough
now.
to poison their blades. Look at...
Drink on a real bed. Easy money.
This grove is kept by Sylvanus' faithful.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Have you spoken to Korga? Of course, you have your... But if the druids won't abandon this ritual of theirs, it will be trouble. For all of us. No word from the scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes. Of course.
Eltergard. A lot of territory to cover before Baldur's Gate. And any cure found there.
Gnolls and goblins marked on the map. Travel won't be easy. Here goes nothing.
Goblins, gnolls. So many ways to die.
Used to think that goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line? Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it. So many ways to die.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He is a true soul. Mind him. He will. He.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What? Are you testing us? The Absolute is our goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, true soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice, and when the time comes, The true souls, you will rule.
I will serve at no ruler's side but my queen's.
We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives, survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost. What? And just leave Ed? I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
True Absolute. What do they mean?
They're clearly devoted to the Absolute, whatever that is.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you. No use. Compulsion takes over. Your actions are no longer your own.
Abandon their hosts as soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
I'm ready.
What to do? Wish I had these tracks. Goblins? That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Glowing eyes are so rarely a good sign. Best tread carefully.
Shut it! Boss would rip you for talking that way.
What the druid to keep ourselves entertained? Oh, this was more fun when he was screaming.
Could wake him up by chopping off a tongue.
Keep your blade close.
Keeping my head down.
Baldurs gonna skin us. No one knows about this damn weapon. Yeah, she'll kill us dead if we go back without it.
We'll get the druid talking. Grove's got to be full of magic. That's why I'm stabbing all the rats. Might be spies. Pretty stubborn for a man wearing leaves.
Maybe we can set him on fire. We should set the whole grove on fire.
Traps. How considerate.
No sign of the others yet. The fight up front went bad.
Won't know what bit him.
My patience wanes.
Out of sight, out of mind.
I need to concentrate. Make way.
Still breathing, despite everything.
What's the plan? Got to move.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Still on my feet.
Victory awaits. What should I do?
won't give in.
I will ascend.
Need to stay focused.
Time for a new approach.
What now?
I am fury. I am death. It's as if.
Talk to me.
Leave no trace.
Can't even catch my breath.
I can keep going a little longer now.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
A little help, please.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have. Just out of view.
Secure.
I'm not going to last much longer.
Rested enough. Now, forward.
His breaths are shallow.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. What do we have here? What to take?
The parasite is stubborn. It refuses both to leave or to allow itself to be used as you desire. His breaths are shallow. His breaths are
Don't want to draw any attention. still breathing, despite everything. Something good here, I hope.
How delicious.
What's next?
Keep your distance, darling.
No time to rest.
Trap. Be cautious. Time for a little death. Something over there. With ease. I can't even see a lock to pick.
Waiting with bated breath.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Let's move. Out of sight, out of mind. What's that?
Sorry, every last one of you.
Oh, my hand slipped.
And your dogs. Let me out, you bunch of softies!
I don't like the look of that mission. We should stay clear. All right,
You're gonna be
time to
sorry,
skulk about.
every last one of you! Oh, you thieves are all boring! Even your cages are boring! I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs! Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you! Gonna bite the heads off your kids.
Again.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep.
Thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. It's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
I've got a long road ahead.
Trap. Be cautious.
So, Gith, aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lae'zelk Chucky, and my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth. The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt a spider egg is nestled within. One by one, the spiders retreat to the rear of the crevice, lulled by your murmurs. You stash the bag. Something clinks among the coins. Several spiders rest in the rear of the crevice. Several spiders rest in the rear of the crevice. The infuriated spiders pour in all directions like sand. The swarm is coming.
I am fury. I am death.
Blood comes easy these days.
Need to act fast. Time to strike. Ready.
This crevice is empty.
Do you think your kin search for you, Lae'zel?
I know they do not. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
Notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen. These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
Something over there. That orc seems a little too interested in me.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers.
Can't keep the goblins out forever.
Be gone.
Another one. What are you under there, then? Ant? Or rocks? The keepers of this place, they change their form to fit their need. They become birds, to hunt on the wing, bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside. Hiding things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
If we left, we could at least make a run.
I have no more to say.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No, you are incapable. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this, move. Move along. Move.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks. You look the rocks over, but find no sign of a way through.
This is...
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two. Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Again. Swing and swing and parry and...
We're exposed now.
And again. Swing and swing and... Oh.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Sympathy will not lead us to purity. Bow.
Lower.
Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? It is his suffering that will lead us to purity.
Thanks. What do you want from me? On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side. Man, I just just ran.
The map. Show me.
No hard feelings. Please.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Wrath. Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh. When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough? The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run. The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Right, I've got food, water, my dagger. Goblins, druid, grab what you can.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. I'm not afraid. Chosen by the Absolute, I am. I'm blessed.
Oh, I'll bless you, all right.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You, move! Stop it! Get out of my head!
You thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids. And your birdies, and your dogs!
Can't afford to let up.
Turn someone inside out.
One of you! Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Never a dull moment.
I'm gonna buy all of your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs. Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
Outmaneuver them.
Well, so much for peace.
Oh, you thieves are all boring! Even your cages are boring!
Let's finish this.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs!
Delicious.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! No point turning on your own if you're just gonna give 'em a little tap. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts. Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute blessed one of our own. Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Bah! A clever goblin's like a trustworthy gig. A figment of the imagination.
It's the truth. I swear on your mother's grave. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal? Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on you. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are. Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like. You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you.
Careful, I bite. Hardly a challenge.
been a long day. I need to rest soon.
Kids are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I'm gonna buy the ends off your kids. And your birdies. And your dogs.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Best keep your hands.
I can pack or...
Never get a smell out of Baldur's Gate. I'll have to burn them.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close. Who uses wooden tools?
Doesn't taste half bad.
Shouldn't be too long now.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
What a day.
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what will come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
My thunder wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
I keep dreaming I'll wake up with my throat slit. May your sleep be more pleasant.
Do for some salt.
Why, hello there. You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Food. You want it or not? Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
True.
You've had...
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Why, she sounds positively demented. I love it. Let's tell her everything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother. Be careful on the road. Hello, Petal. Need anything? Hey, bother. Take care now.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon. But I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face before I try.
Again.
You're an idiot.
Water. My dagger.
Step, Harry, strike, damn it! Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. He was only a boy. And I just froze while the wall tore his head clean off.
Never again.
I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
Not now. We're working. Remember? Come on. Just once. Yeah, just once.
Someone there? Neither seen nor heard. Easy.
Can't give up now.
Oh, I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that. What? I'm the guard, so don't steal any.
Keep a blade close.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails. Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested? You got it. One sec. That's what I got. Nothing cool.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. You notice she's trembling. The tears streaming down her cheeks are indeed real.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
That might be worth a look.
Not a chance. I'll fit in there.
Indolence breeds madness.
never a dull moment.
Please, blast through!
It is forbidden. Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Those dirt kissers would let us dive.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to...
I'd rather you not get eaten by a bear.
Lives are at stake. And...
This thing's over.
Oh, because that went... We need to get Arabella out! Now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Breaking into druid chambers to steal a sacred relic. Oh, she sounds like fun.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting. God, she must be terrified.
I bet she's given them.
Hey, you here to trade or? Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you. Fine. I'm not so good at counting, but I think any percentage of 0 is 0. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps. Think you could stand back a ways, pal? I'm fishing.
I could take one of the gods, maybe 2.
What about a bear?
Calm, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, step back. Go join the other tieflings. Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. Your kin will be held.
Few outsiders are allowed in here.
Oh, because that went so well last time.
Ah, my grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place? Yes, I see. And is that her with 2 R's or 1?
You're not the same as those bloody goblins.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Wait, that's it!
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace, faith, care, all the love I can't repay. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace, faith, care, all the love I can't repay. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Thank you. I was having trouble finding the words. Lihala, my teacher and friend. Sorry. Damn it. I don't usually. I'm all right. I haven't finished a song since Lihala died. I haven't played at all, if I'm honest. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it. Thanks. Lihala made me love music. The sound, the feel, the thrill. But when she died, it was gone. Until now, I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch in my fingers to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to her. Thank you. I needed this.
Dance upon the stars tonight.
Watch your back.
Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last night down. Moon, sun, will remind me of your grace. Faith, care, all the love I can't repay.
Alive. So that's progress.
Of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend.
A long way to go still.
Moon, sun, all remind me of
Looking
your
ahead.
grace. Faith, care, all the love I can't repay.
It's still rough.
On the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
It hurts! It hurts! Please, make it stop! Can't you hear it? Her singing. It's awful. Terrible.
Oh no! Whatever shall we do?
More witless creatures. More ear bleed. My head is melting. I'm leaving before the damage is permanent.
Upon the stars tonight, smile and pain will
You there! Hello!
By Sylvanus, the Tree Father, our turmoil is calmed.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Ye gods! Can it be? How terribly compelling. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? A gold dragon! How marvelous. Thank heaven you were here to specify, or I might have recorded a bold-faced lie. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Oh, I'd imagine him quite displeased. Since their change in allegiance, these goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll. My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
Pardon me, I must prepare to travel. To the goblins camped nearby, of course. I've been tracing their doings with great care. Whoever this absolute they're worshipping might be, I'll be the first to write about it. Would that we could speak freely, my Ursine friend.
Alas, complexum tuo.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
Speak. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. It searches for news of Master Halsin. Only he can set this right. If he is gone, well, pray that he is not. He left with the adventurers. They went treasure hunting in an old temple near here. Master Halsin did not chase treasure. I do not know what he was chasing, but he never returned. The ritual is Korga's decision, but she is not our leader. Master Halsin welcomed the refugees in. I wait for him to resolve this.
What now? Places to be. To find Halsin. There's not a moment to lose.
I thought you were Halsin.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halsin? Promise me a mate. I'm sleeping.
Remember our deal now?
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
God, it's boring.
After this.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is...
If it ain't the fearless Goblin Slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot. Thanks, Mum. Now please do feck off. Them devils ain't local. They're refugees. Fella who runs this place offered them shelter. What? You lot come from devils, don't you? Fair enough. I ain't trying to start shite with you anyway. Been a day. First, I lost half my crew in some godforsaken temple. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here, and losing track of the bloody druid. Halsin. He's a leader around these parts. Or was. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
butcher.
Butcher? Really?
Sure, bloody.
Easy money.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
And we'll have a dog.
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate.
Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
God, that sounds like heaven.
Won't be long now. One more trip, then we can really rest.
Ain't leaving town for a good while after this.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
I'll talk to the guard. Baldur's Gate.
The Githyanki roughly translate, his confidence is an asset. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more, infinities upon infinities.
You lot are the same as those
My grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place? Yes, I see. And is that her?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your Mrs. Stroger? Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanas. She must pay the price. We will imprison the thief under guard of my serpent. When we cast out the rest, she may join them. Let the devil be an example. We will tolerate outlanders no longer. The grove will be made safe. The circle will be...
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil, and I will cast out the rest. Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up.
She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. The words of the Tree Father, spoken plain. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Oh no. I hate wolves.
I didn't realize you were frightened of wolves, Shadowheart.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. Positive. You can trust me on that. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone. Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse. Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. and mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded. Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor. Nettie, yes. But if your treatment is meant to outlast the rite, you'll be removed with the rest. They may die on the road. They will die if they stay. A clear choice, I would say. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out.
The rat doesn't respond. The rat watches your move.
Please leave. Our hospitality has...
That mural, they look like dark just...
In darkest hour, a concord harp and wild. A riddle to some, but you understand the meaning immediately. The druids turn to the harpers for help. Unusual for such a territorial group. Towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. History or myth, whatever is depicted here is long past.
Can't afford to stay idle.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You see vanquished foes heaped at the druids' feet. The fallen bear Shah's sacred symbol on their armor and banners. The inscription speaks of moonrise, a reference to vile Saluna, no doubt. She and her druid allies bloodied Shah's forces, but Shah persists. She thrives.
No one stopped me yet.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? Stupid or a liar? Neither is Leave.
This will all be over. The ritual's almost finished. What if they tried to steal from us? The game. We've shown them once. We take Grove Law seriously.
you people want next? Letting the Hellchild go?
I see you. Just give me a moment.
A moment.
There. Now, what was it you needed? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired round the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
Please. I'm resting.
The bird says nothing, trying to rest. The bird says nothing.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. All right. Let's see what we can do. It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? Protected from on high? Sounds like the drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not? But you have to. Don't you understand? You could kill us all. Then I've no choice. I'm sorry.
I'll strike you down. Nothing will stand in my way. Another day, another fight.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
These boots have seen everything.
Trust no one. I can't even see a lock to pick.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Take you.
Have to keep going. Best get going.
A tidy slot, but no rune. I can't even see a lock to pick.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Looks like Halston's our best bet for a cure.
Staying out of sight.
Never a dull moment.
Cloak and dagger, my favorite. That did the trick.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Better not be cursed.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature.
By letting that child escape without consequence. We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. The mural depicts druid and beast fighting together to drive monsters from their land. It looks like they were victorious, and yet the monsters have returned.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. I'm ready, whatever it takes.
Ridiculous. We just let her run off. A devil child. One who tried to steal from us. What if they tried to steal from us? The game! By letting that child escape without consequence! We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have. Good idea, I think.
Assume nothing.
What to do?
boring! Every last one of ya! Oh, you teeth are all boring! Even your cages are boring! Let me out, you bunch of softies!
One more time.
All right. Carefully now.
Shoes. Where are my boots?
Hello, you.
Is that everything?
Let's have a run.
Guards! Guards!
Ready or not.
Parry, swing, lunge.
A little chicanery.
Excellent.
Be very, very quiet. A very dangerous pocket.
Best thing ahead, or I'm lost.
Parry, swing. One more time.
How delicious.
At least things have stayed interesting.
You're staring at me again. What do you want?
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right, anything more we should discuss? My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. Baldur's Gate, born and raised, the only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama, a staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine. A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, city of splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There. Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
Finally, some good fortune. Come morning, we know what to do. The sooner we find this priestess gut, the better. Can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head. The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do? It's hardly hypothetical. We're still in danger after all. Really? I'd just kill you. Anyway, get some rest. Try not to dream about tying me up. The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover. Fine. What's on your mind? I must admit, you've been a surprise. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
You know, I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring when we meet this goblin priestess. Will she know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over? Why not? You've been to the Hells and back, survived the crash, survived everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for. Yes, we're more similar than I thought. Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure.
A fine evening. The moonlight shines warmly on us. Hideous. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears. Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my creche. Clear. Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Clear is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon, where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vash's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche. Speak.
Tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel? It's natural to suffer a touch of worry, but an Illithid worm should be causing more than mild anxiety. Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, have showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think. Well met.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Valid question. If not out of the simple goodness of your heart, then perhaps your own self-interest might be sufficient motivation. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. It'd be far harder for me to assist you if I could barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
You become one with Gale's mind, and you can feel something sinister oppressing you. It's inside of you, a mighty darkness radiating from your chest. You could try to push further, but your hold over Gale feels brittle. It won't be easy delving deeper without him noticing.
What are you... You're using the tadpole against me? You had no right. None at all. I'd rather be alone than spend another moment in the presence of someone inclined to such unjustified invasions of privacy.
The need remains debatable, but I recognize your responsibility.
Perhaps my reaction was a tad volatile, the irony of which is not lost on me, though it needs remain so on you for the time being. I hope that the glimpse you caught of my condition convinced you of the urgency in treating it. Can I count on you to give me the artifacts I need?
Thank you.
I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows, as do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. I hope I can count on.
Oh, and as far as that tadpole trickery goes,